Hello, hi, good evening to you all. I'm for welcome to the Foundwoody Hotspot show. I have not seen you for a while. Oh my God, it seems like it's a week. It's been a week. I just want to talk to a few people here. I know not everybody would agree with what I have to say, but I'm gonna say them anyways. You understand what I'm saying? I'm for share video no ate. Share the video. I'm gonna mix the languages because I want my people to also understand, because it seems like we all have the same wahala across the West African countries. We have the same wahala, interactively, socially, culturally, politically. I think we all have the same wahala. So if this is your first time here, please share the video. I wanted to remind some people about Maame Yeboah. Maame Yeboah just got married, and I am treating this as Maame Yeboah is just got married to somebody else's husband for a reason. I think she's married to another person because her own words, Ghana for when we are enjoying some things, we have to remember that those things are temporary and sometimes it doesn't last for long. This woman said something, and I don't think she has a good reputation, first of all, to even Ghana. We seems to forget ourselves that if married is what we have, if we are married, we don't use those things to sort of badmouth other people. You understand what I'm saying? This woman once upon a time was on Delay's show. I brought Delay in for a reason. She was on Delay's show. It's good that she's married. I mean, there's nothing against marriage. We all want a good marriage. We are all in a good marriage or bad marriages. But who wants something bad for themselves? You understand what I'm saying? So nobody wants anything bad for themselves. But this woman was on Delay's show once upon a time, and she said something that I don't want to bore you. I don't want to bore you with what she said. She said that, at that time, I think the marriage was going on well. Her first marriage or her second marriage, I don't know. But Sanya be ko ya, and on say, Obi anyeni you. Ghana for. Sanya be nko ya. This woman is in trouble, yes. Sanya be nko ya, no say, Obi na anyeni ye, or somebody is so bad. If things don't go well for our sisters, Ghanaian women are problematic to ourselves. We seems to think that we have the best, we know the best, we are in the best. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what I say, a marriage, when we are in some type of a situation, and that situation is what society accepts. We think that we are social bubbles, like we are socially accepted. Other people are not accepted. Well, let me tell you something. Life, karma is such a bitch. Karma is so much of a bitch that sometimes you don't even know when it is staring right at your face. This woman was on Delay's show once upon a time. She was asked, what makes a good marriage? And she gave all her spiel and all those things. And now, Okato so say, if some reason it doesn't work, you can split up, because Delay asked the smart question, saying, even if it doesn't work, do you still stay in those marriage? Because you see, those types of talk was the reason why our sister, the Nigerian musician, do you guys remember the musician who got beaten up by her husband till she died? It was because of, socially, we don't accept divorce. So people like that makes women stay in marriages that is not working, and they are lying about it. They lie about everything that they are going through. This woman made it seem, say, oh, worry, not worry, Sanye yeah. The two of you can separate unless it's a wonipani kum. To some people, let me tell you something. A kum is the actual literal death. Some people think say a kum. Some people are tiasi wu omawu and omanamo. Some people physically, no, they are alive, they are walking around, but they are dead. Some people, no, physically, no, dead is, there are 4 types of death medically. And when we come to the physical death, there are all types of death. Some people are dead walking because they are no more functioning. A lady finally succumbed to her injury in Canada. Obi ofri Ghana or ye Canadian you. Umami numadien. Or ye Canadian you. Let me tell you something. Ghana for hey, be steady you. Our nye we you. Our and you take it to heaven. Our let me tell you, it's not a ticket to heaven. Our rear is not even a ticket to success. Our rear is not a credential. Our rear, if you don't understand marriage, God instituted marriage. God instituted marriage for financial reason, for companionship. It says that clearly. So you can have a companionship when you are lonely, when you are financially stressed. Socially, people tend to you have a defense mechanism when you are married. So it all has to do with the physical, and also it's all physical. Your husband does not take you to heaven. Your wife does not take you to heaven. In fact, it does not make you a good person if you are married. Being married does not mean that we are a good person. Nanaya. Lady, good happy new year, Benewa. Young Ghana, for some Ghanaian women behave very unreasonably. Sometimes we tend to say, "Yawa wari mu anase obi owa." You see, or juma. So ordinary juma no, a bad mouthing someone, or they ebu enipebienimutia, they sort of think say they are the best. Good evening, Al Hassan. Good evening. I wasn't feeling well. You are not feeling well, my dear. I hope you are feeling better, dear darling. In Kofobimu, especially this woman, women like Joyce. There was another woman, some evangelist to be or also some lady, some hardcore ne hon ding nano ding bari bisano or kasa ding to say or ye hardcore ne husband minimum the type of man she's married to, but she makes women feel to say she's the best thing to say only the only mawaria or no nim the antidotes of marriage. Hey, who knows the answer to anything? Ghanaians behave like they are gods. Ghana for we behave like we are gods when you see, but God is such a one. He's a universe. He's a nature. He's someone you never know. Look at Canada. It is snowing in some places. It's not snowing in some places. But we are in the same Canada soil. It is snowing. Obi fie aye Obi fie so aye form. Guess what? It's going to switch around. It can never be raining at the same place at the same time. It is like a turn. It is like a journey. This woman sat there, but and then she's been divorced to so short time. Waware. Mamika semichiro. Ghana for men may be so ready for women like that. Omo power. Some Ghanaian men, a femwa she. In fact, bottom ayashi or moton. They need people like that. People who are gullible and very minuscule in their heads and only sees things through a scope. So this woman sees things through scope of marriage. So now a man who is also struggling in some ways. Some people, they just want the publicity. Some people, they want the popularity. Some people, they just want the financial security of a woman. A woman be like that. A woman like that. And they will come into your nest. They will come. You think, say, what the once when you will be. Guess what? You've got your own match. Someone who's also looking just like yourself. After the obeshan, no matter we. The sun is now battling with the moon. Well, guess what? This is how it is. So what I say? This is how it is. With society expect, say, the norm, the normal living and condition should be around marriage. It has made God even change the rules. Right now, she's going to use, already she's a duper. Already many people claim she owes them money. She has duped them of money. This woman is going to now use her marriage. Unfortunately, to many Ghanaians, Eradino only communicates with people like that. Unfortunately, to Ghanaians who don't do their own homework, lazy to read, lazy to research, lazy to learn, they themselves think, say, Onyankopon na odesa niyama way, God who gives all those things, are only going to give it to women like that, men like that, social way people like that. And people are going to now crawl into her nest. And they are going to be victim, even more victims. Say, Mumbramo, come and pray for marriage. Hey, come and pray for marriage. Ghana former, Ghana former are so small in the head. This thing has made Ghanaian women, some Ghanaian women to be very, very low IQ'd. They have made them very, like a woman will jeopardize everything, including their work for a man. A woman will jeopardize their happiness for a man. So some of us women who are out there, who knows our rights and left, as if we are not supposed to know our rights and left. If I am here blind, which man will feel comfortable in my company? Who are these men feeling comfortable in women's like that company? So what you see, it is not claiming it's true. Hey, Elizabeth, Forjuo, it is not claiming. Please go and learn English. Please write tree, meti tree, pa Maame Forjuo. I understand tree, I can read tree, I teach tree in Canada. So please write tree. Don't force yourself to write English so I can understand you. I want people to feel comfortable. I want you see, English is for fools. So we are now all fools. English language is for fools. The one who created the English says the word English is rubbish. Rubbishy. So my sister for Ebenezer Entry Akwaba, welcome. Our own people makes society very uncomfortable, very unsafe. Because this same woman is now hailing God. It is God's intervention that made her good evening of Neoni kote fio. Hey, my brother, your name is wonderful. So this woman is telling everybody it is God's intervention. It is how loyal she is. You see, this is where it becomes dangerous. She's the most loyal person. She's the most loyal person to God. She is the most obedient person, and she has waited for God to give her marriage. Hey, we have a problem. Oh, we have a problem. She's so loyal that God has given her marriage. So now, Ghana for mwewu. Afena yeba Agrada. Look at Agrada. Agrada just, I was only watching Agrada just complaining about her husband Eric, and then all of a sudden Agrada is married. Oh, where are we going? Anyway, America, United States of America, the stars does the same thing. So a star, enjoy yourself, but don't make it look as if, in fact, you are the epitome of what God says at the end of time. These are what are. You are the examples of the curses. So don't see yourselves as you are so blessed. You are, because in America, Elizabeth Taylor got married how many times? 7 times. That's fine. We are all divorcees. This woman said, anyone who separates, keep in mind that the Bible says you cannot marry again, because the Bible says who will marry a bad thing or a spoiled thing. So which means that the two people who has now been separated may get back together. And so nobody, hey, God only created these two together. Oh, she's trying to tell somebody that only God, which I don't know, they are the only people God speaks with. So you are in trouble. The only, she didn't even give a condition as to when a person has the right to marry. So right now she's married to another woman's husband, because she said, or see, because Maame Yaa Yeboah said, she has took €4 from my daughter, my sister Elizabeth Forjuo. My sister Elizabeth Forjuo. These people are the dupers, they are the guns, and also, I would say, the fraudulent, they are fraud in our system. But these are the people, Africans, we hail fraudulent people because we think someone who is clever are the people who can devise an evil thought, evil means of deep duping, and also taking money. So ube jisika, wetimi enya nyansa adwene, wetimi enya adwene no kurampo se wetimi advise the mechanism to take money from somebody. Ghanaians take it as you are the smartest person on this planet. So this woman is now coming to use her marriage to dupe a lot of people, and Ghanaians are sitting there. Agrada is married, and everybody, oh, Agrada, I love Agrada. Agrada, personality wise, I like Agrada, because Ghana, I saw a macho man who is really begging people that I want to go into the army. Do you know what that man will become if they don't get to do what their soul requires them? Se nipa da se ni akra ne kra no se anya ne ese so oya onim ne oye o say ade. So this macho man will start to be wicked. Yeah, we have some people in our society, because of what Ghana is. We have some young men who sit back there. In the morning, they get up around 12 p.m. When they get up, they sleep around 3 a.m. Get up at 12 p.m. They don't work. They sit there in their home and also take note of the young and also able women in the community. They go after them with good and lying tongues. They go and shaka those women to take money from them. At the same time, we are women who sit back and knows the gullibles, know the weakness of our society, and they devise a lying tongue. They plot and they come and take money from the vulnerable people because they know how to get them. There are people in Ghana that sleeps. It is a sickness. In this country, we have associations for everything. Gambler, it is sickness. Someone who's a gambler is a sickness. Someone who's an alcoholic, it is a sickness. The government supports individuals, special people to address and open up organizations and also non-for-profit associations for people who are gamblers to come into those areas, and they talk and people get cured. There are people who are womenizers, cheating, abrochi. There are organizations that addresses human being. All these social system we are seeing in Ghana, in abrochi, we actually have doctors for them. People who cheat, they are doctors for them. There are people, psychologists, there are people like counselors that addresses those things. And the government, in fact, they get funding and you pay a little bit of money. You can go to those organizations, and they will help you to overcome your urges. They will help you to overcome your gambling addiction, women addiction, drug addictions. All these things are addictions. Women like that who are addicted to money. Women like that who are addicted to sex. There are people who are addicted to sex. There are people who are addicted to food. In fact, there's a program on this television called My 600 Pounds. And in fact, it has been proven by psychologists, by doctors, neurologists, that it is a neurological problem for people to eat beyond what their belly can hold. It is a sickness. So all these things, I am looking at people who don't have the limit. Maame Josephine, like to be deceived. I just can't understand it. Maame Josephine. So all these things are sickness. And these people are sick. So those people who comes on social media, they are sick people. They live in Abrochi also. The only thing is that they are not close to people who knows these organizations. They can help them. They are addictive. There are people who are like this guy. Akwaya Paul Adumochre, yes. He's addicted. People who smokes, people who take drugs, alcoholics, womenizers, anything that destroys our society, or bar like this, like a grada, addicted to money. This woman is also addicted to money. The only thing is she's not claiming sikagari, because when I look at amount of people and Kofu Omabe claim say o diomokano, edoso. We make mistake, we make bad choices. Obi timiko free, obi sika, edebi, emrebi etwem. Sata na Ghana for Ghanaian sells, they sell items, clothes. They sell clothes. And people were not used to going to, people were not used to going to the mall to buy clothes. So our children, and also they get good deals from brand name stores and also. So we used to buy, and I made a big mistake. Went to buy one lady who sells clothes. Today, you see, people are who they are. Today, she has her own store. You can tell that she's a business person. I made a mistake to go and buy a cloth for my children. My son, I was taking my son to Ghana, and I went to buy some of her outfits for my son, and I didn't pay on time. That was the last time and the first time I say I will buy Ghanaian item. You see, it is not within me to owe people money. I cannot owe people. I don't know how to. I have bad dreams. But there are people who are addicted. There are Ghanaians in this country who owes it an addiction. So any of such behavior that we see in our society, it's an addiction. And we are giving it a high five, and we are condoning it. My brother, my sister, it will become your turn. It's going to be your turn. That these people are going to come and dupe you as well. My people, share the video. But what I'm trying to say is, Maame Yaa Yeboah, according to her own way, her own or their own words, saying that anyone who gets divorced should not be married again, because you cannot marry a divorcee. She's a divorcee and she's married, but for her, it is what? A God's intervention. We use religion to make other people feel bad, and that's not the point of religion. You see, Jesus Christ did not come for that. In fact, the purpose of religion is for a personal intervention, for personal I would say encounters, for personal communication with the outer world, for personal growth. It is all personal. It has nothing to do with somebody even singing. At one time, I was praying in my bed. This is what religion is. Spirituality, I will call it, rather than religion. Some people are religious, you know. They are cynical. They think that they don't like pork. They don't like this one. They don't like... These are the people I say are religious. But spirituality are people who understands the minds of God. They tap into the realm of God, the outer world. They understand what is going on in the spiritual world. I was praying in my bed, but I was weak in the spirit. Not in the spirit. I was strong in spirit. Physically, I was strong. That is what Paul said. The spirit wants to do it, but the physical is weak. I was praying and I was sleeping. You see, the sleep just don't. I was so I was so taken by my sleep. I was so much deeply, but I wanted to pray. My spirit want to pray. My spirit want to pray. That's the difference between these people. My spirit want to pray, and all I could feel my spirit saying, He has promised He would. Was it that song? I will never leave. One of the song which confirms that God is listening to me. God has heard me. The next morning, let me tell you the confirmation. Oh, the next morning, a Jamaican woman whom I have worked with, we don't even communicate that much, called me early in the morning saying, my sister, early this morning I was praying and I saw you and your children in my dream, in my prayers, and you were asking me to pray for you, so I prayed for you. And I said, what did you just said? So you see, I was weak. My sister who was in the spirit has heard me. My sister, you see, they said, so she heard my weaknesses. God revealed, God spoke to her. God, she was right there. It was a link up. My sister, hey, this woman heard my prayer and she said, I prayed for her. I said, wow. Miss Lati, I call her Miss Lati. I was praying and I felt weak in spirit. I couldn't say a word, but I was singing. And she said, well, God heard you. God heard your prayer. God wants to assure you that He heard everything you were asking for. So you see, my brothers and sisters, it is not a fight to be going to church. It's not by force. It is not by force. It is not something you need to consult anybody. But these people take advantage of our brothers, the gullible and the weak-minded people who are lacking so much, and because it's not a fault of their own, it is because society has failed. The people around them are not spiritual, because we are to encourage one another, to support one another. But in Ghana, people are too hungry. Perry, Morgan, good morning. My brother, Morgan, good morning. Good evening to you. It is an evening here. In fact, my kenke is getting ready. I've smoked some fish. I'm going to devour the fish and the pepper quickly after I leave this live show. And I said, let me talk to my people, because we need to be smart. We live to please people. And this is the reason why such people will get you. Maame Yeboah, as I'm hearing, is a dupe. She dupes people. Don't fall for it. Marriage is not a ticket. It's not an evidence of blessings. In fact, marriage is not evidence of blessings. Mary was asked to be married. Mary, was asked, was like back in the days when a man comes and asks for a hand in marriage, they will put beads either on your waist. That I'm coming to teach tradition. What they put on a woman to signify, to identify the woman that she is no longer in a Krobo culture. We do the same thing. The minute you are out for marriage, you don't play like everybody. You don't play with the young ones. You don't play with the minute you see your period, you're a woman. We used to do it is something that is existed. So when Mary was asked, by Jacob, is it Jacob? No, yeah. Abraham, ana. They ain't no ko ware married. A Christopher. It is the tradition that when a woman reaches a certain standpoint, they will mark you with a B. A B. And you are not supposed to play with your fellow young ones who are not there yet. When you play with them and your B falls. Hey! The Bible says, you will look for it in the middle of the night because it is only supposed to be stripped by your man. So when you don't go, Joseph, is it Joseph? Joseph, Morgan, I have smart people here. When Joseph went and asked Mary's hand for Mary, Mary was waiting and Mary got pregnant. How did God intervene? So this shot tells you that marriage is not the ticket. It is just for economic and social companionship, comfortability, all those things. My people, let's learn. And can Ma say women like that will not deceive you with their 2x4 marriages. 2x4 marriage. So when Joseph went and they will put, remember when when Isaac's father sent messengers to Isaac's hometown to search in search of a wife and found Rebecca. What did they give to Rebecca to signify that Rebecca, when Rebecca's mama saw Rebecca, right there, the mother saw there's a change. What happened? Because Rebecca was given a promise, a ring. Back in the days, in a krobo, it is a bead. A man, they will put a bead on your ankle, like this one. Here. I'm on for, mommy bead. Give me a bead. Shh. Give me a bead. Give me some of the bead. They will put either on your ankle or on your waist. Nobody is supposed to see that bead. So if you play Ukodim Piparagorana Sasa beat, a tear, your parent will not sleep. They will search for every string of the beat.
I don't know where it
It's
is.
right there.
Where?
They will search for all the beats. So the Bible says, let it be important to you like a woman who has just lost or got their beat torn. And they will not sleep in the middle of the night. You are engaged. Yes. No, all the bag. Give me one bag.
Where is it?
Oh, yeah. You uchre. The amount of big basket, a whole load of basket, basket, you know.
Where's my iPad?
Give me.
Where is my iPad? Where is it?
If you interrupt this thing, I'm the only one who interrupted. I don't know. You see the bit? You see the Krobo woman? They will either give you this on your ankle. They will put something like this on your ankle. Or something like this on your ankle or on your waist. I would have showed you my waist right now, but my husband don't want that. Okay, it's right there, somewhere there. Okay, so back in Ghana, we have forgotten who we are. We have forgotten who we are as women. So you see, the Krobo people, once a lady gets to that age, you are not supposed to play around with your peers. With your peers again. Because you know why? Omo mpese obedi mpepera gro na bibi ayede asen wasene. Nieme bi a wakata ho asie nketensia. Nieme bi a wakata ho asie no ampia bonten. So those things that you have katahunsies in the Brofo language in katahunsies, it doesn't come outside in ketensia. They call it in ketensia. You have hidden. It is for your significant other only. So what I'm trying to say is that if only women knew or knows their worth in Ghana, they will not be allowing women such as this one, okay, to dupe them, promise them marriages that doesn't exist. It's all women back in the days. Do you know Judah? The brothers of Judah. Remember the woman who went and hid at the gate of where her in-law was going to. You know Joseph, the brothers who sold Joseph. You know that when they were going to the land of Judah, they warned them not to get married to the Canaanite, and was it the Amorite? The Amorite. They didn't listen to them. So when the brother of Joseph, when he went to the land of Canaan, he got married to the Canaanite, to those women. Her children also got married to those women. And they came to a time where their children sinned against God, so they were killed. Back in those days, when you are married to a woman, you are married for her forever. Why is it that if marriage was everything, how is it that the man refused to give the last son to the wife of his first son who died? The first son died. The lady got married to the second son. The last son. So marriage is not everything. This to tell you, God say multiply. The union is to give you some sort of Emmanuel, is it Cranton? Emmanuel Cranton. Happy New Year. Marriage is not everything, but we have made a whole society, Ghanaian women, right now, everybody thinks, oh, if I get married, that is it. My future is all settled. So women has left what they are supposed to do. Young women, many women are now in a gutter, in a ditch. They've left. Listen, but the man needs a successful and a woman who is successful a man. But in order for a man to be successful, you need a strong woman behind you. There's no man who is successful by themselves. I will tell you that for sure. So when a woman is dumb in the head, you the man, you are a broke man. Any woman who is not smart, her husband is broke. Because back in the... Yeah. Hold on for a second. Let me turn off my kinky. 1 second. So sorry. I'm on for... Okay. So sorry. I don't know who you are telling to shut up, my dear. Oh my goodness, we have a problem. So you've listened to everything I said, and you think I should shut up, eh? Because if you have listening, I think you have listening to everything I said. I'll call you back. Asemu, my brothers. Asempa, I'm telling you. It is one of those things that if we don't watch it, our society, because the world is coming to a very difficult state. It's going to be more difficult than this one. Men are going to be worshippers of other men. Ladies are now going to worship themselves. They are going to lust themselves. Other people, women are not going to understand what is going on. And it's going to be a very difficult task for a lot of people to even know what is going on. So what I'm trying to say is that, what is this? What I'm trying to say is that the better it is to know your... Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. I can find myself now. The better it is to know what is going on around this world. Okay? The earlier, the better. Or say, how do you apply for Canada visa, madam? Go on my YouTube account, you find that information. I keep saying I'm coming to. Time is just, because there are a lot of people in Canada right now we are trying to help. So forgive me. There's a lot of people with so much. They come with visited visa. They don't know where to go to. They don't know where to stay. In fact, today I was supposed to meet a couple of people. So please, if I don't get to come online to do a certain things, forgive me. But go on my YouTube. I've done a lot of videos on that. It is the same Famudie. I'm coming to change the name so it's a lot easier for you guys to find me on YouTube. I'm going to change both names because I'm coming to do a certain programs that will in fact connect people to Canada the better way. The programs I'm coming to do is going to help you to connect to Canada. So let us not deviate from the topic, but the Canadian topic is going to be done. This is our community issues, and I thought let me just do this one. But I'm coming to do a lot of programs about Canada to connect you. If only you will listen. You see, I cannot force people to follow a program, but I'm going to give you a program. I'm going to, in fact, draw and design a program that will tailor to being in Canada. So, my brother, don't stop watching. There's a lot of things coming. In fact, I have another brother who lives in Canada here, who is also really in support of what we are doing. All of us are doing so well, introducing Canada to you in a different way, in a totally different way. Canada is no longer Canada that our fathers came to. In fact, when you get a sister called me and say, Mavis, come to my area. Come and do video in my area and show them that Canada is no longer Canada. I live in China. She says she lives in China now. She doesn't live in Canada. Because why? These people has dominated a certain areas. There's another place in Canada that looks like India. So I'll do that video. Just bochui, okay? Just come down. I'll do that video. But this is also important because you never know. You are going to meet people like that who are coming to use that Jesus Christ, the Christ and the God helped me. I listen and we don't have that, and they are coming to really use what your weakness is. They are coming to use your weakness to dupe you and to lie, to manipulate you for you to fall. And these are the things that some of the reason, because this everybody, in fact, every Ghanaian, in fact, every Ghanaian, no. When a Ghanaian is married, they think it's a ticket to heaven, it's a ticket to a social standard, some standard that I don't get it. Now, so my brother Chawi, are you sure? Because you are also afraid, because a woman who have something to offer comes with some qualities. And these qualities, I find Ghanaian men afraid of those qualities, because it takes a certain qualities to have something to offer. And a lot of Ghanaian men are afraid of those things. Our old men, back in the days, they look for women who can help them to grow their vineyards. Do you remember Rebecca and in-law Ruth? What did Boaz saw before he went around asking his own uncle, do you like the woman? Is the woman somebody you are looking at or something? He went and made sure that nobody else was watching or has any interest in the woman. Boaz was a wealthy man. You know why? Because the woman worked. The woman was a hard-working woman. She showed difference at the farm, at the vineyard. She was part of the workers. And then men are looking for a bar or tifie. Or tifie na why you say chai yeniti Brazilian hair. This Brazilian hairs why you no ton ni no fui say pem swenye. These are some of the things our young men are looking for. Lazy liars, manipulative, con artists. These are the women. Ghanaian men, these men, current young men like yourselves, these are some of the things you look for. But back in the days, our fathers married women who can help, because our fathers were given a land. Back in the days, when a man is up for marriage, at the age of 18, 22, they will give you a big land. And your father will help you yourself. We have to build a one house, a one room on a land. Meaning you are ready for marriage. And you need a woman who is coming to help you grow, because there are food, milk and honey on the land. So you need a hard industrial woman. A woman who gets up early in the morning. And then, will say, a man tells you, today's man tells you, If it was up for food alone, I can cook for myself. You just kitchen, pine. Washroom, pine. Sometimes in a balcony where you are standing to watch the snow, a man is coming at you. They just want pine. They don't want nothing. They don't want you to go to work. In fact, they have nothing. I'm telling you, this is true. They don't want a woman. They don't want that private, I would say, sacred moment you meet, where you meet at a specific and special time when you finish your work and you come, or you take off to another place, to a vacation. You have worked. You worked 365 days, sometimes 4 months straight. A woman can get an assignment out of town. They will go for work. Sometimes they will come back after 4 months. Zero. They will come back and the man is busy shakering a lazy ass girl with a Brazilian hair. So today's guys are not looking for. So that is why women like that, because they don't know what goes into marriage. They don't know what goes into relationship. They want a magical marriage. So when they get a woman like this, they will, Radin Yankupon. I'm telling you, greetings, Ruby, my lovely sister. They don't know what goes into marriage right now. A lot of women has chosen to live by themselves because all these foolishness, all these good things that our fathers, our mothers has instilled in us has disappeared. It has disappeared with lust. Many men are not willing to invest. They are not willing to invest. They want a woman who will show them, how did our fathers, our fathers were very promiscuous. Our fathers had feelings. Our forefathers, the old people, they felt a woman when a woman is coming without a woman showing the breast, without the woman showing the leg. Today, before a man can get up, they need to show the breast. They need to show. You need to show this. You need to show that. Oh, and I wish I had. But back in the days, our mothers had cover off until they get in there, and then they open it. Eradeba nana akowua. Eradeba nana akowua. Eradeba nana akowua. Today I dey mention your name, Papa B. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's Ghana for mema, and then mema today the men and the man in ano. It is hello Baba Ja. Hello. Please make a comment. Make a comment because and yes, you will get a grada telling you this marriage agrada just married. That what you want? Fanboy who loves money, and without money there's no love. My sister, my brother, then you might as well live by yourself. I'm telling you, there are a lot of women who has chosen to live by themselves. Very happy. They are productive in their various areas where they function and operate. They are useful to society. Very happy. Do you understand? Very, very productive in every area they are at. Nowadays, marriage is for boys and girls who has no knowledge on what marriage is all about. Perry, I'm telling you, nowadays it's all about the Brazilian hair and the big bottles. Hey, I wonder how, you see, Ghana, our fathers, they yawn our mothers. They go after them. The cloth that is today, a young man will tell you something like, "I'm sorry, I'm not into my maame ni wo papa into man na ebo wo maame ase." Oh, papa was an imagine. Today, young men don't want to use their brains. Your father was an imaginary man. Your father was a discoverer. Discovered your mama underneath that cloth. Today, what shall I to say? They said, oh, what kind of foolishness is that? Today, it is all about lusting. Nobody want to even go and search what is under there, what to discover. No discovery. So a woman like that, like Maame Yeboah, will get you guys. May God bless you. Let me go and maybe I can change it to Kunkunte. I hope you share the video. Share the video as always. But when it comes to the Canada, you will get more. Don't worry. There's more to come. But go on my YouTube channel to subscribe. As I always say, go on a YouTube channel, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and make sure that every video that I bring out there, let me just drop in one of the videos I've made. It was about how to claim asylum right at the port. And it is a very comprehensive and detailed. Okay, there's nothing you guys can do. I am also on YouTube, and on the YouTube I have other videos that you can really benefit from. So I'm gonna ask everybody to let me just copy this one. Okay, so I'll put it underneath this video. You can watch it at your own leisure time. In case you are coming to Canada and you are wondering what it looks like, and you have a case and some of the cases and what you can claim and all those things. A lot of people are here very confused. There's a lot of things going on. 2024 is going to be a bloody year in Ghana. If you're smart, may God bless you. Does Canada do an apprenticeship program for foreigners? A whole bunch, my brother Perry. In fact, I am advising people to do apprenticeship program. You see, there's a Canada is building. Canada is developing. Canada is growing. There's a small town that Canada is advertising for people to come for a land. $10, is it $5 or so for big developers? This is how, you see, when you travel through the towns, it is like a paradise. In this country, a village, the township are where people get their peace. They live in peace. Nobody who lives in the town wants to live in a big city. In fact, you cannot, people, in fact, as Africans, we should come from Africa and straight to the farms, straight to places like Welland, Niagara Falls, and Saskatchewan, the farm, the Grand Prairies, the prairies, and where the Red Indians live, to build and to cultivate the land. Because, or go better yet, United States of America, go to the farm, because these are where like, you know, you find peace and it looks familiar to you. So Canada is growing, and what that means is that they are looking for workers. They are really looking for workers. So I'll do that video, but go on my YouTube channel, subscribe to it, because those things I do them separately and drop the video over there. It is usually a short video. It is a short videos, and it is each columns and other things and other, you know, details that and information that people need when they are crossing the border. If you're coming here and you don't know certain things, it is always good to watch these videos. It is very, very beneficial. So God bless you, and share the video. This video, share it. Thank you very much, and I will see you on the other end. I'm on TikTok also as Mavis Ajaloko. Is different. Okay, it's a different one. I created all these things not knowing what it looks like, what to use it for, but my household is teaching me. So I'm on YouTube, I'm on TikTok, and sometimes I pick up a topic, how to show people. I'm gonna open a couple of teach people how to do a certain things, and I'm gonna put it out there for people to also learn. Okay, how to apply for visa. That one, it is the easiest part of your traveling. Your documentation and what you need is the most important thing. So it's not how to apply. How to apply is easy. May God bless you.